The blessing of a father, which is what everybody's looking for, and how the blessing gets started and how it gets passed down and how a legacy is created is when I stop the bleeding, but now I start being a blessing. Abraham got this great promise. He said, you're gonna be great because you're gonna be a blessing to others. You wanna be a great dad? You wanna be a great mom? You wanna be a great person? Be a blessing. Be a blessing. Well, Rich, okay, well, like, what does a dad do? Throughout the scriptures, dads are called to be the spiritual leaders of their home. Now, right away, it's like, oh, dude, wow, okay. It's my like third month in church, man. Like, spiritual leader. This is Ephesians 5. It says, husbands, love your wives like Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Meaning that men are called to love their wife and their families like Christ loved us. So when we say be the spiritual leader of the home, it means that you are to behave and operate like Jesus in your home. When you go into the Old Testament, you discover that there's 3 key offices. Jesus fulfills all 3 of them. It's called prophet, priest, and king. And in the home, dads, you're called to be prophet, priest, and king. I'm gonna come to the king, don't worry, don't edit me out, don't cancel me, ladies, I love you. But a prophet, let's just try to get this idea. Prophet is someone who hears from God. It's someone who listens to God. And I just wanna say to the men of this house, the way that you bless your home is when your ear is in tune with the Spirit. It's that you say, this is where the Lord is leading us. This is what God has spoken to us. And this is the direction that we're headed in. It's bringing God's word into play. It's how my dad raised me. We got to Miami in 1998 because my dad got a word from God. We left Tacoma, Washington, very different from Miami, because my dad was like, the Lord called our family to Miami. I was raised with a prophet in the house. But you're not just called to be the prophet, you're called to be the priest. Rich, I'm not a priest, bro. You know the stuff I've done. Chill. What does the priest do in the Old Testament? The priest mediates. He represents the people to God. So it's really, really simple. To be the spiritual leader, first, I wanna bring God's word into my home. I wanna speak and say, this is what the Lord's leading us to do. I don't wanna just operate completely in the natural. I wanna be supernatural. But as priest, what it means is that I am covering my family. I am bringing my family before the Lord. I'm covering them. I'm praying for my kids. I'm praying for my wife. The men in this house, I'm just telling you right now, it's like praying for this house, praying for your pastor, praying for your leaders is how you operate in the office of the priest. I had this little lesson. It's really simple because some of y'all, no one ever gave you this pattern. No one ever taught you. You're like, I don't really know how to pray very good. All right, here's what you do. You make things an excuse to pray. What do you mean? Look for excuses to pray. Look for excuses to pray. Next time your kid falls down, don't just pick him up and pray. Just look, I'm just real practical. When you have a meal, just pray. It's just an excuse, we're just gonna pray. When you put them down to sleep, don't just put them, pray. When you drop them off at school, don't just, get out of the car, don't get in trouble. Lord bless them. Let them know they're loved. Let them know their mother and their father are for them. Look for an excuse to pray. It's not enough just for you to stop the bleeding. You gotta start the blessing. This third word, king, let's chill out. I can already see some dude, I'm the king. You're not the chill. Maybe a healthier word for us, it's just a leader. That you're leading. And everyone knows good leaders never force. They inspire those to follow. How many of y'all know more is caught than taught? More is caught than taught. How are you living? More is caught than taught. You're called to lead. You're called to lead.